Morning, friends. Welcome back to Project Life. This is Project Life December 2022. And the week is 51. So I decided, because it's the week leading up to Christmas, that I would use some of my Christmassy collection. So this is from the Snowflake collection by Crate Paper, probably 4 years ago. So sorry about that. So I have already stuck down all of my photos. I did some journaling, and now I am going to embellish. When I bought this paper collection, I bought a 12 by 12 pad. So it would have been, oh gosh, I want to say like 4 years ago, maybe even longer. It was the collection that I used to make my very first December Daily album. And so I'm still working through it, but the reason that I'm still working through it is because I don't scrapbook that way anymore. As I've said, I'm sure many times in previous videos, but the issue here is that I'm running out of embellishments. So what I did was I actually downloaded from AC Digitals. If you're not aware of them, they're a great company, and you can basically purchase and download certain elements of certain paper collections. So where I already had the 12 by 12 paper, I bought some of the digital elements. So I will likely end up printing off some of those for future, probably for next week's video, because next week will be week 52, and that'll be the week of Christmas. So stay tuned for that. What I was going to also say is part of the collection that I thought was really neat was that it used copper foil as accents in a lot of the different papers. And so that's what inspired me to do some heat embossing on my title card. So because I'm still working through the very few last days of December Daily, I still have a lot of my December kit on my desk, and those little Tim Holtz rub-ons were right there. And I think I've used maybe 3 words in total, and none of them this year. So I thought I would grab some of those and just add a little something something to a lot of the cards. And it's amazing because my experience with rub-ons has not been great, but I think it's because I've been buying pretty cheap ones. So these Tim Holtz ones are old, and yet they still transferred beautifully. It was like butter, so that makes me happy. I don't think any of these photos appeared in my December Daily, which is really good. There might be one, but the rest of them are just, pretty regular photos from the day-to-day life. I struggled this year with December Daily, which is why I'm still not finished it. The pictures that I had didn't inspire any real stories. As I've said in previous videos, hubby tested positive for COVID on the evening of the 20th, so our Christmas was super low key, which was fine, but it kind of meant that we had a little bit of the Christmas blahs because of it. None of our normal routines and none of our regular family visits happened. So it just felt like very anticlimactic, with all of the lead up to December Daily. And then it was like, meow, meow, nothing exciting to really take pictures of. So that's okay. What can I tell you about what else I'm doing here? So sorry I'm off camera here, but the journal card on the bottom is just, I ran it through my typewriter and just kind of, talked a little bit about what was going on this last week of work. So if any of you do not know, I am a teacher, and so some of these photos would be of my teaching friends. So it was a pretty busy lead up to Christmas break at school, but not at home. Also, apologies if you can hear any snoring and snuffling in the background. I'm doing a voiceover and the doggies are snuggled all around me. So, yeah, I'm just kind of picking and choosing little odds and ends from things that are already on my desk. A lot of them I pulled towards me, but I didn't actually end up using. I did add some copper brads. I don't think you can tell on that bottom 4x6 green card, but because of the copper accent on the tag on the title card, I wanted to add a little bit more copper there. So I just decided to grab some of my little brads from my stash. And I'm flipping through the Christmas sticker book that I've been using this whole past month, and just pulling some tiny words and some little bits and bobs to go on the page. It looks like I'm more or less done, so I will come back to you live here in a moment. Okay, so week 51, all done. Catching up, friends. I'm catching up. So that's it for me for today. As always, thanks for coming to hang out with me, and I will see you next video. Bye for now.